Well, hello there, and welcome to the Ego James podcast for the sake of clickbait. Episode 34. We have taken a week off, but we haven't taken a week off of all the content. So if you follow the page, you follow the habit, you support the habit, I've been here making vlogs and also writing music, and making friends along the way in my trip in Laughlin. Yes, indeed, it was a good day because I found out we have a watery cousin. All this time I've spent my life in Nevada and realized, wow, the river's a lot closer than it seems. And I'm thinking about Hoover Dam, but I never think of our watery cousin. That's what I want to call it, is Laughlin. Although it seems like a ghost town, it knows how to hide its crowds. There's several ways it does this. And I mean, I didn't really take into perspective, I guess, the parking garages and the hilly mountains. I point that out in the vlog for sure. So you can check that out on there. And I mean, I'll backtrack on it and we'll talk about that as the podcast rolls on. But I do want to talk about rabbit holes and conspiracies because I find myself going down those quite frequently. And a strange one, someone pointed out that Justin Trudeau looks like Fidel Castro, and I never noticed until they did a face splice and they added a beard to him. And makes me awfully suspicious of the way he's been acting. But I mean, I'm not going to get too political. It just seems a little creepy. Guys pulling more strings, calling for emergencies after seeing the protests and all this shit go down. And you know what? I think it's an emergency too, because I don't know if you've seen, and I'm going to put it off here to the right if I find that video, of this poor lady getting trampled by a horse. I'm no stranger to seeing old ladies get hurt, but this one looked pretty brutal. Like, I have a video that I posted on my TikTok, my Gordito Ramsay page, to where this lady, she's walking in the middle of the street, and this guy's on a moped, so he couldn't be going any faster than 35. And he himself says, "I was only going 20." I believe him. I've been on one of those, but hell, that's fast enough to fuck somebody up. You know. Speaking of which, I try to point this to the camera. Anything Evian touches is just pure gold. I can't help it. Even their sparkling waters. This one says, "Feed your mind," made with Evian. Is that copyright? Natural spring water, plus magnesium and zinc, grapefruit and basil. You wouldn't think grapefruit and basil taste good together, but it tastes pretty damn good. Sponsor me, Evian, please. Okay, I'll make sure my P's aren't as plosive. Well, let's get back on track. Move away from the future sponsors. And I promise to tone it down a little bit. You know, I just thought I want to point stuff like that out occasionally. I'm not here to be the man who's I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to be so woke and all this other shit. No. Don't get me wrong, okay? I failed 8th grade. I failed high school, okay? I graduated both of those, but I also failed twice. But I mean, it was a delayed little reaction. But you know, I've gone through the ringer in the education system, and I would know because you know it's bad when you're last or second to last in education. Nevada is ranked 49th, and it's quite sad. And, oh man, we embrace it. Our school system here is shit. And then there's always that comment, it starts at home. It starts at home. Yes, it does start at home. But I think more ass whippings should be given correctly. I mean, there's a bit of a gray area there of ass whipping. You know, there's abuse and then there's discipline. You know, somewhere along the lines, that line gets blurred. And I think it comes down to the context of your ass whooping you're giving. See, if you're going to give your kid an ass kicking or a nice little bop on the nose or a little spank on the behind, give it context. I think that's the moral of the story when it comes down to anything. You can apply this to your home life. You can apply this to your politics. You know, you give me something out of context. Like anytime, like for instance, Biden is saying the N word. You know, I'm sure that has been brought up so many times. Like he said it. He said it. How come we're not canceling him? We're gonna cancel Joe Rogan now. And I can go into a whole spiel about that because can't we just pull our heads out of Joe Rogan's ass? You know, let's move on with it. No, he's spreading misinformation. Misinformation left and right. I cannot believe it. Well, you're feeding into the platform. You know you're really defeating the purpose of your... No, hell no. Get him out of here. He's done. He's finished. Regardless of my opinion or someone else deferring against me. Yeah. Take a step back. Take a step back. Take a breather, okay? I need to take a breather because you're getting me all flustered and shit. But I'm the most passive person, okay? As long as you don't directly interfere with what I got to do, I'm going to let you live. But once you're trying to throw this whole narrative and throw this like right under the bus and the wheels keep rolling round and round and you just can't fucking stop when the carcass is dead. Like, you pulled that bus in backwards, okay? Like, if the bus... I don't know if buses now have backward cameras, but if they did, I swear to God, whoever's driving the bus of, like, cancel culture goes back and forth on it. They're like, oh, we're not dead yet. Let's kill this son of a bitch. And I bet you would turn off the beep, too. Because you realize you would have to go back. You don't want to warn anybody. You just got to feed the news over and over and over again. Like, I can't even watch the news regardless, you know? Whether it's this Russia-Ukraine shit, whether it's like, well, you know, the world's just getting hotter and hotter. But then they'll hit you with like a little snippet of good news that's pretty irrelevant. Did you know today it was Tuesday, 2222, a palindrome? I'm pretty sure that's how it's said. But, oh my God. Little baby Aiden, little baby this, 22222. The portal was open. Make sure you manifest what you gotta do. Well, you know, sometimes I like to pray at night. You son of a bitch. How fucking dare you put your religious beliefs upon me? Oh, you believe in a floating man up there? Your God? Open the portals. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know, I think both sides are incredibly whacked out of their mind. Now that I take a little perspective of my own on both, I guess, topics. But, you know, it goes both ways. It's this tug of war of I'm right, you're wrong. I'm gonna just provoke you because I'm bored. You know what it feels like? Half these people who fight with each other on the internet is like... It's an unpleased spouse. Like, say for instance, here I'm gonna give you both scenarios. Say a husband doesn't have a job, like he does not do a jack shit. Like he sits at home, plays video games, occasionally goes on the hub and, oh shit, Courtney Kane. And then he switches it up, but yeah, and he has his underwear is unwiped and there's shit streaks everywhere. He decided not to shower because why do I gotta shower? I'm not gonna be there to impress anybody. So, and then he gets mad at whoever is cooking the dinner for them, or like the little minute things. Why did you put my socks in this dresser when I like it this way? So they come up with this big old spout of bullshit just to create conflict. And like on the other end, you got the single wife, or like not the single wife. You got the wife who does the same exact thing. You know, maybe she's a stay-at-home mom, but she doesn't have kids. But eventually they will have kids. You get my drift. You're creating conflict where conflict does not need to exist. But you know what? Keep doing it. It's to entertain me. You know, you're such a goddamn hypocrite. Maybe I am. Maybe you are. But this is the Ego James podcast, baby. Learn how to use your consonants podcast. Sorry. I try not to be too obnoxious, but I can't help it. The mic is so vibrant. It hits every single frequency range because the portals are open. It's 2222 today. I don't know. I cringe. I cringe at every time I see a post like that. I try my very best to keep an open mind, but I can't on that one. You know, I think it's the overuse of it. Especially, you know, the funniest ones are when people on TikTok, they always go like, they always have the message. This is a message for you. Stop scrolling right now. All right. Today, I'm going to make sure that you find this message. And if this is on your For You page. Hold on. Give me a second. Blow my brains out every fucking time. Every time I see one of those. And, it, you know, and I'll even put that on the other end where, like, people do this fake prayer for you too. It's like, hold on. Listen right here. Now, I'll pray in the name of the Lord. And I'll hope that in your spirit. I hope that you need this. It's always a stereotype. It's a stereotype of two spectrums, two opposite ends. The girl who has the shit on the... It almost looks like that curtain back there. Where it has this big circle of chakras. Look at over here. Look at my belly button ring. I do drum circles with these smelly, musty men. It's all right, you know. Sexually liberal and all that, okay? I love it. Let's do some ayahuasca in the woods and do some weird shit. It's like LSD tabs. Fuck that, bro. I do it straight by the vial. Want to do some whippets? You know what you need to whip it is your ass because it fucking stinks. You ever walk by somebody with diaper ass? I myself have experienced this. You're walking behind somebody in the gym and they're on the Stairmaster and you get that whiff. It's almost worse than walking in on them taking a shit because you just get that. You know, that friction and that sweat, and it's just steaming and radiating off that ass. Oh, man. I remember this one time. This guy smelled like fucking garlic and vinegar mixed with piss. And he just, like, was doing circles around the 3-circuit machine. You know the one. It's in every gym. It's got the lat pull. It has the lat pull down. It has the pretty much also the fuck. They all back exercises, and the middle part has whether the tricep or the middle where you're doing the chest pull downs, all that other shit. But he just lingered in it, just stewed in his own BO. And then for the longest time, made me not want to eat pho. And you're gonna say, why? Was he Vietnamese? I don't know, but it had pho mixed with BO, and that made me at least not want to even touch pho or look at pho for a good year. And I love pho now. But now that I think about that guy, I wish I didn't pull that from my memory banks. Leave that in one of the wrinkles of the brain. Oh my God. I'm trying to avoid burping because I'm drinking fucking sparkling water like an idiot. But I needed something to keep my lips moist and keep my throat from drying up. But you're not helping. But you're so damn good. What was I gonna say? I totally forgot. The Super Bowl came and went. And my Bengals, for the time being, they were my Bengals. Because I had the hat. I bought it in Florida. And it was just meant to be. Joe Shiesty, man. They shiested him out of a fucking Super Bowl win. The O-line themselves collapsed. Like, this man was running for his life. If you had watched the Mahomes and Buccaneers Super Bowl the previous year, you'll know what I'm talking about. The man running for his dear life. He could be. You could be the greatest quarterback. You can be Aaron Rodgers. For the love of God, Aaron Rodgers, the greatest man to ever touch the field. Overrated jackass. You weren't going to survive that. You got Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald looks like a baby with a beard, and Lord knows I wouldn't want that running towards me. He's a beast of a man. But I just thought I'd have to throw that little jab in there. Jalen Ramsey, that guy's going to be picking you off all day. Even though Jamar Chase, he had him running. I mean, it was so close. They couldn't execute it towards the end, man. I was watching, just gripping the sides of my seat, and I was like, come on, defense. You've been kicking their ass all day. Oh, fucking course, the poetic last 2 minutes where they score. It's like, oh, now the other team's gonna come back. No, I'm actually kind of tired of seeing that in games. It gives me a little too much millennial type of the word millennials love to use, anxiety. I mean, I don't know. It keeps you at the edge of your seat, but I mean, it's starting to get real fucking old. And speaking of rabbit holes from earlier, somebody or a channel on YouTube now has straight conspiracy theories on how the NFL is rigged, and they're pretty intricate. But then it starts getting into like 2009 YouTube conspiracy type, you know what I mean? You see, they hide the messages right in plain sight. It's the mark of the beast. See, of course, devil horns. The guy down there in the stands. See, that's how they point him out. Oh, I have the Illuminati eye. Then once it starts going there, I'm just like, you were so close to having a subscriber like me. You know, if it didn't give me flashbacks of losing sleep when I was in 10th grade. It's like, I gotta find out. Skull and Bones. Oh shit! I felt like my own personal Alex Jones. Like I was starting to get bald, but then my neck beard was starting to come in. My voice was starting to get raspy. These American elite. And people say I can't do an Alex Jones impersonation. No, I can't do it right now, but I guess I'll try. You know. Do with that little, the American elite, Joe. Bear with me here. Somebody said I didn't sound like them, and then it made me all self-conscious. My validation from being seeked on the internet has truly ringed me out my ass. Did it really, though? I'm still here doing the podcast. If it really did, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be right here, just talking to you. Sitting in your ear. It was funny. My cousin was on his Darth Vader machine. And this dude's still snoring in my ear. You're gonna ask me why was I sleeping in the same bed? It's like, hey man, I didn't want to sleep on the couch. You ever sleep on a couch and you're like your neck is like this the whole time? Wake up with a headache? Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna take his bed. It was his choice whether to sleep in that same bed because I was drunk first. Okay. I was drunk first. He got high, ate too many edibles. That's besides the point, okay? But don't be snoring in my fucking ear. Don't go. So I had to wake up and I was like, you're in my ear. And I kept smacking him in the head. Eventually I had to get up. And then we went to Laughlin. We stayed in the same hotel room, but finally had our own separate beds. Still, his machine fucking making these fucking noises. I don't know if he cares if I disclose this or not. He still talks shit. With your one viewer? Yeah, with my one viewer. And you'll still get embarrassed, okay? I'll have you on the show again. That's how we go there. CPAP! That's what I like to call his machine. Or that's what it is called, but I like to emphasize the PAP. Reminds me of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Damn. Seems like time just slows down. And speaking of which, does anybody ever feel like when they go back to listen to music that they've heard so many times and then it starts to feel like it's going faster than usual, like the tempo's not the same? Like I remember waking up to a certain song and I was like, why does this sound like it's sped up? Like every song started to feel like that. It's like, was my brain not calibrated right in the morning? Kind of freaked me out for a split second. And then I went back and I listened to my own songs, and the same shit happened. What was going on? I don't know. Either way, I just thought I would tell you about my morning, my week, my day. Because it's Tuesday, get it? Two. Well, now it's the 23rd. It's not a palindrome anymore. So you can put your heads out of your asses anytime soon here. While we're on here. 20 minutes and 30 seconds in. I could be wrong because I flubbed my line in the first part. But let's go on to Twitter. Hang out with the Twitterverse right now. Do you want to hear the clicking? Oh, he's clicking. Oh, man. You ever buy somebody's OnlyFans just to see if they post nudes because they don't have a Twitter? I do. I'm guilty of it, even though I make fun of OnlyFans simps. But OnlyFans simps go a little too fucking far because they actually go and they like talk and they message and they... Like I saw an example of a girl. She's like, well, one time I spit in a jar and I sent it to him. He gave me $10,000. How are you? Ooh. I'm not mad at you now. I'm more mad at the guy who spent the $10,000. How about you do something else with that $10,000? You know what I mean? I get it's your money. Use it when you need it. But donate that to charity. Donate that to or invest in a business. I don't know, man. But you paying $10,000 for a woman to spit in a jar and send to you. Did you use it as a personal lube? That's the only way I can think of that. But still, no matter how hot you are or how attractive or just imagine stagnant spit in a jar. It must have still stunk like ass, though. The girl's pretty and all. I follow her on Instagram. But, fucking simp. Hey, man, don't fucking judge. Judge me all you want. I don't care. I'm open about it. Oh, God, that's fucking horrific. Is that a clay pit? Oh, my God. If they ever make a wax, sculpture of me, I'm going to grab a bat and just fucking bash it over the head because that's just atrocious and creepy. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this. This one girl, she's taking a picture of Donald Trump with a wax sculpture. And I've never seen Donald Trump have so much expression in his face with his teeth. You know, I'm used to with the mouth. You know, Alec Baldwin impersonations. Until Alec Baldwin goes and shoot people in the face, on set. It was an accident. What the fuck are you doing with a real gun on set, asshole? Psycho? Calling your daughter a pig over a voicemail? You don't think I forgot that. That's the one thing I remember you by. That and the movie Mercury. Have you ever seen Mercury? Kid with autism figures out the nuke launch codes, and now Bruce Willis has to save him, protect him, because they're trying to kill the kid with autism. Damn, such a strange topic, such a strange movie. Somebody wrote it. I'm glad they did because now I can discuss it later on. What kind of shit is this? Oh my God. I heard about Kanye and the sound guy. Him just throwing the microphone. We've all been there. If you've been on stage in any music genre, from punk to rap to rock and roll to opera, you want to throw your fucking mic at a sound engineer. Especially the ones in bars, because they will leave their station and go drink or go fuck off somewhere doing something else other than what they should be doing. Oh, man. I should apply for that. I should apply for, doing, sound engineering like that. Just to be that guy. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Cue you in the game. Can I get my monitor up here? I can't hear myself. Always seems to be the issue. I went to a Mayday concert. That was the last... Nope, not the last concert I went to. A Murs concert I went to. And he had the same complaint. So I went to a Mayday and Murs concert, 2 separate occasions. I went to the one in Vegas, and then I went to one in Washington. And they had the same fucking issue. The sound engineer and the monitor. Maybe the monitors don't work. Maybe it's the openers who keep kicking those shit around and break things, and they want to smoke all over it, that the electronic equipment's not going to work properly. don't blame the engineer the whole time. You know, you gotta have some sort of accountability, even though it's not your fault as the artist. I get it, but even then, you know who's the biggest culprit of shit going wrong? It's probably the promoter, from what I've seen. Hey man, I'm a promoter. Fuck you, man. I don't book you shows because your shit's whack and trash. Just like when people like commented on my music on Instagram when they said the beat go hard but the lyrics trash. You're not even fucking listening to me. Fuck you. No. They probably were. They probably weren't. It's just I wasn't their flavor of the month. I wasn't the taste. Okay? I didn't add enough auto-tune. I didn't even use auto-tune back in the day like that. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have invested in Antares products. Maybe I should have invested in WaveTune 4 years ago. Blows my mind to say that was 4 years ago. Man, ego, you're a trip, bro. Like I was posting goodness gracious, I need to stop following porn stars on Twitter. This is all it is. Back and forth. But I will say that Kira Perez followed me on TikTok, my Gordito Ramsay page, and it's her actual page. And I was like, oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Either way, maybe it's just somebody I want to fuck, bro. All right? Maybe that's what puts it on the pedestal. Putting pussy on a pedestal, I see. My father would be displeased. Can't help it, man. Shit rolls around in my head. I'm a horny bastard. I can't help it. No accountability. You're sick. Nope. I guess Twitter really knows what's on my mind right now. This is just my feed. Let's go to the Explore and get away from the whores. The sex workers. Because sex work is work. And I highly agree with that. Because after watching interviews and behind the scenes about how they have to prep for their anal scenes and even deep throat scenes where they can't eat for 24 hours. I get it. And then they have to get tested for everything under the sun. And then COVID hits and it's got to get tested for that. Make sure you got the job. It's all right. Let's move on. Olivia Rodrigo rocks Y2K inspired look for her 19th birthday. Vintage. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, speaking about women empowerment, I was just told by a little birdie that the soccer players are getting their equal pay. Rapinoe, she's finally happy. Maybe she can dye her hair some other color. Good for you. Good job. Today's a W. You got $24 million. Where's my money? Where's my fucking money? But always it comes to the back here. Maybe I get a little irritated about when I hear about wage gaps and all that. Because just like white privilege, I don't think they exist. I think it just varies from your job to job and how much your, I guess, your demand is. Like, I could say this right now. It's like, how come Spotify doesn't pay me as equally as that artist? Huh? Where's my equal pay? Well, nobody listens to your shit. Oh. But I still need equal pay. Oh. Yeah. Either way. People will fight me tooth and nail about the white privilege thing, too. So you're a boot licker. Who's licking whose boot, huh? Riddle me this, you fucking clown. Oh, there's our governor. When we invest in child care providers, we invest in our children, families, and our future. Nevada Strong. Start Child Care Services Center provides resources and information needed to provide the best care to Nevada families. Is this a recent picture? He's not wearing a mask. Oh, fuck. There's only one girl wearing the mask. It's the parent who's really paranoid about it. I'd probably be that parent and wear the fucking mask. Don't be around that guy. That guy's weird. Okay? He's Gavin Newsom's lackey. His name's Governor Pickle Dick. Shout out to last name Goldberg. Forgot his first name. Damn it. But either way, the Jew King, if he goes by that now. If it's not politically correct. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Because he is the Jew King. What's next? Uh-oh. Another Sonic? I thought Sonic just came out. No, never mind. Tails is coming. We got Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, going around this whole movies idea, I know everybody thinks Tom Cruise is going to be in the next Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. He will not be there. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? They didn't build him up. Like all these cameos, it's all well and good. I get it happened in Spider-Man and all this other shit, but let's cool it down with the cameos and let's finish some arcs. Because that's what makes the most sense. If we're finishing arcs from WandaVision to Loki, just wrap it up nicely. No, fuck that. I want to see Deadpool. No, I want to see no. Don't need it right now. Okay, the cameos are all nice and all well and good, okay, but we're not gonna treat every character like they're a Stan Lee cameo. Fuck that. No, give them purpose. Just bitter, man. You're just a bitter dude. No, I just think to keep everything contained is just a nice way to put it. You got to look at it. It's from a movie watching perspective. All that. Oh my God, the flooding of NFTs. God, takes me back to Pete Davidson when he did that parody with the Eminem. Now, what is the NFT? This is the guy who's beefing with Kanye. Wow, you really don't have a fucking life. That's all I think when I hear people talking about the Pete Davidson and Kanye West beef. It's like, you are really bored with your life, huh? There's nothing else occupying that space up there. So if we do have a draft, let me put you in front here. Whoop. This guy's willing to go. He's got nothing better to do. I'll do the Good Morning Vietnam thing that I'm seeing a lot. Robin Williams did. I'm drawing a blank here. Maybe because it's 3:50 in the morning and we're running pretty low on the energy. Why didn't you record this 4 hours ago? I got wrapped up in other shit, okay? Poor time management. Lottery. Bingo. Get it? Man, major gas too. I had Chipotle this morning. And I try to make them chill out on that rice. Because, man, they hook it up with the rice, It adds a nice filler to it. But it's also like, dude, you going to charge me $8.50 for a bowl of rice? You're no better than Pan Express at that point. Please, tell me why. Technology. Is there anything new in technology? 2 Warzone updates from a low disk space. Oh, man, that's why I don't download Warzone or any of that Call of Duty shit. It's like 98 gigabytes for guns and just the same shit over and over. It's a patch. It's just a patch, man. Just 99 gigabytes. So I want to play it right now. Fuck that, man. You got to play that right now. If you want to do cloud gaming. As much as that sounds cool, the cloud gaming, your internet goes out. Your internet's complete shit. You can't even play a game normally. Ugh. Garbage. All right. So, nothing is really, fuck this. Fuck this guy right here. I'm going to put at Allen. Happy Palindrome Day. Fuck you, mate. I was trying to screenshot it. Sorry for the dead air. There we go. I heard on the new Macs they have a actual button on the dock where you can screenshot it. But me, I have to press Command Shift and 3. Change your hotkeys, you moron. Hey, you shut your pie hole. Let me live my life, even though I complicate it for no reason. Palindrome. Now that I know that's a word, I'm gonna annoy my cousin with that for the next coming weeks. Hey, Luis, you gotta engage your palindrome. Shut the fuck up! And that's where we'll end off. So if you have any stories, suggestions, and you want to email the podcast, egojamespodcast@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram, egojames_NTP. Let me open my eyes because let the ring lights burn my fucking retinas. And Twitter to build my feed up away from following porn stars and OnlyFans artiste. So hit me up there. Hit me up there. Dang, 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 dang. Man, for the sake of clickbait.